Welcome, everyone, to the Palos Verdes Democrat October meeting. I'm Connie Sullivan, president of the Palos Verdes Democrats. And first thing I'd like to do is recognize our board members. So if you're a board member and in the room, raise your hand. If you're a board member and you're on Zoom, raise your virtual hand. Everybody can recognize you. Thank you. I don't see any elected officials either in the room or by Zoom. If I'm wrong, please let me know. But I don't think there's anybody to announce as an elected official. And we're starting off with announcements. Okay. And please flip past that. Slide that Connie didn't want us to have to include, but we insisted. Last night, Connie was honored by the LACDP as one of two Democrats of the Year. Connie and another Sue King. And when you consider all of the Democrats in our district, it's a real honor. And I just want to tell you that there's a reason that she was honored. Tomorrow, she's going to be phone banking. Saturday, she's going to be walking precincts for Jay Chen. And during the week, she's going to be door hanging, in addition to all the other duties that she does. So, you know, she's a real trooper, and we just appreciate that you're in our part. And all those things that you mentioned, you're going to be doing too, right? So, I mean, not that special. Okay, we'll move on. Jason. The LA City Council, I'm sure you're all aware of the scandal at the LA City Council involving Yuri Martinez, who was the council president and has now resigned. Gil Cedillo, who is going to be off the council because he lost his race in about a month, he'll be off the council. And then Kevin De Leon, who I'm sure was not planning on resigning, but he's been asked to as well by the LA County. Another announcement that I wanted to make is that I was going to check the date. So last Sunday of the month, we are having our Assembly District breakfast at meetings at 10 a.m. These are purely social. The Democrats to get together and talk about whatever Democrats want to do. Sometimes I feel like up here in Palos Verdes, since we're not the majority, we feel a little constrained in doing that. And it's nice to get together with Democrats, either Democrats from up here, Torrance, the beach cities, etc. So it's a fun event. What else do we have? We didn't talk about. Oh, okay. Oh, we go back to ballot. Are you going to do that? Yeah. We yeah. You should have gotten your. So you should have gotten your ballot. Everybody's got their ballot. Yeah, okay, good. And you're here today because you want to know how to vote on the propositions, right? I know. These are resources. Voters Edge is really great. If you want to find out about candidates, we have propositions on YouTube. Propositions on YouTube as well. It's a wonderful resource. Go to Edge, and then we have California people voting information guide, and you've probably got the big pamphlet too that describes in detail all of the propositions. And the deadline, obviously, for getting your ballot in is election day, November 8th. If you're putting in the mail, it must be postmarked by November 8th. And it can arrive 7 days after to be counted. But you can also use a drop box, my personal preference. You can, I don't know how many of you have signed up for ballot tracks. Well, if you haven't, it's a wonderful, wonderful service. It's you will get text messages once you sign up for ballot tracks. And So when I dropped my ballot in the box, he's a former elected official, Judy Mitchell, Rolling Hills Estate, former mayor. Thank you. When you drop it in the box and they take it down to the registrar, I'm not sure which facility, I'll just say Norwalk, but I don't think it's there. They send you a text to say that they have gotten your ballot. And it's really a great relief to know that your ballot has been received by the registrar. So, and you can find ballot tracks, I believe, on LAvote.gov or LAvote.gov now, which is the registrar's website. And of course, you can check out our website for all of the endorsed candidates, the statewide candidates and the local LACDP endorsed candidates. There are a number of them, so please check those out as well. Can we flip it, Casey? Next slide, Casey. Yeah. Carol, do you want to come up and talk about this?
As has been previously mentioned, we are involved as a Democratic club and working on Jay Chin's campaign. And if you want to meet Senator Padilla on the 5th, there's a canvas launch. Oh, okay. If you'd like to meet our Senator Padilla on November the 5th, he will be at a launch in Garden Grove. And I think and then you can go canvassing afterwards. So I think when the candidates are there, it's usually very exciting. And every Monday, there is a phone bank at my house. And you can also join us if you want to join us remotely, you can. We are utilizing an automated dialer called Scale to Win, and I can send you the link, and you can preview it. It's very, very self-explanatory. And so if you don't feel like coming to my house, you can do it from your own home and familiarize yourself with call me if you have any questions about how to utilize Scale to Win. In California, we have about 10 toss-up races. And what that means is the way that California goes may be the way that the Congress goes. So we have 10 seats that are actively in play, and they include even Katie Porter's seat. Even though she's the incumbent, she's been redistricted to include Huntington Beach and some other areas that have not been represented by her before. Also, Jay Chin's district is a redistricted district, and the constituents are not familiar with the candidates. So hopefully it will present an opportunity if we're there working it and spreading the candidate's name, because there isn't a lot of candidate name recognition. And then I mentioned the phone bank. Now I have hangers, which are all the endorsements from the California Democratic Party. We need to get them out. There are 2,000. Yeah, I have. Thank you, Carol. There are 2,000 hand tags. We probably hung about a quarter of them, or a quarter of them have been assigned. So it's an easy way to get some exercise. And if you want to choose the neighborhood you live in, you can. And if you live in PVE and you want to help, obviously you'll be doing RPV, because we don't have any candidates on the city council. So Democratic candidates whereas we have Paul CO and, who's running for city council. So, the endorsed, Palos Verdes Unified School District candidates are Dr. Sarah Dean and Amy Gond. And, obviously Paul Sale for city, RPD City Council. So that's kind of all I have to say.
If you're interested in doing door hangers, you don't have to go to our website. If you're in the room right now and you're interested in hanging door hangers, we're handing them out by precinct. There are about 100 doors in a precinct, more or less. And we're only going to Rancho Palos Verdes because that's where all of our candidates will appear on the ballot. Paul Sale along with Ami and Sarah and Harold Williams for the water. And so if you're interested in doing that, you can just let us know before you leave here today, and we will figure out how to get you the door hangers, tell you how to get the door hangers, get you a list, and get you a map. It's so easy. You don't have to interact with anybody. I know a lot of people are intimidated about actually talking to voters. You don't have to do any of that. You just hang it on the door and move on. And it really helps the candidates. We've done it before and we've seen really good results. If you're interested, please let us know today. And those of you who are on Zoom can let us know in the chat. We'd appreciate it. We are recording. I think we are probably next slide. Casey. And it's your turn.
Okay, I'm Ann Knight, and I'm doing the programs for the Dems. I just wanted to show that in November, we are featuring Joel McCleary, and you see his data up there, and we're very excited to have him come. So please come to our November meeting. In December, we don't have a meeting, so that's why I don't have it up there. And for January, we'll post that. We have a very I hope a very good candidate, a good speaker for January. But he doesn't want to confirm until November. So I didn't want to post it. Someone that we all have loved to have him confirm. So that's it for our announcements. At the end of when we do our propositions, we will talk about your ballot and candidates, anything that you want to do other than the propositions, but we'll do that after the propositions. And I just want to note, when I got my ballot, I was really surprised to see 2 pages or a dozen candidates for judge, yes, no, that I was not aware of. You know, so if you have a question about that, we can talk about it. And I guess the other surprise on my ballot was the school, what do you call it? The school district had, not our local school district, but the community college school district had a measure on. I mean, it looks all good, but it just was a surprise to see it on the ballot because there's absolutely no talk about it. And we won't be talking about that today. But we will talk afterwards, after the league presents.